Episode 45. I'm talking to Kevin the Jeep Guy. What's up, everybody? Kevin Bednarz here, kevinbednarz.com. I'm excited for episode 45, joined today by Kevin the Jeep Guy in North Carolina. You may have seen his topless weather reports online. He's doing a lot of great things with social media. I just want to chat with him a little bit about that today and some other topics that relate to this channel or some that might not. But please welcome Kevin McCarthy on the channel.
Man, Kevin, it's awesome to be here. Good to see you, even if you're wearing a Yankee hat.
I know, it's the only thing that matches. Let everybody know real quick where they can find you, social media, your pages, all that stuff. Give them a spiel.
Really, the best place to find me is facebook.com/Kevin the Jeep Guy.
Okay.
At that point, there's all my video, all my content. There's a web page, but I mean, who goes to web pages anymore? There's also an app, kevinmccarthy.autotap.com, AUTOTAPP.com, and that's a real good way for people to keep in touch with me and see what I'm up to. There's Twitter and all that other stuff, but Facebook, that's my main push right now.
Good, man. And it's funny, too, because I don't think just in North Carolina people need to find out who you are or talk to you. I think anybody around the country. I mean, I'm down in Virginia, and for some weird reason, I'm driving a Jeep now because of you.
Huh, what a coincidence. Yeah, I just wish it was easier to ship them.
Right. But I think people can benefit from anywhere. And talking about, like, I'm in the process of doing this channel, developing a brand, and some people are like, why are you doing a YouTube channel? What's it about? And I said it's about building an audience. I think you built a tremendous audience doing the Jeep thing. So how did you go from, Kevin McCarthy to becoming Kevin the Jeep Guy?
Well, it's really a two-part thing, and you hit on it with the branding. At some point, you realize that the brand isn't a logo or what you sell or anything like that. It's actually you and your persona and just being authentic. So, when we meet people, we have a hard time remembering names, and, last names can be tricky and that sort of thing.
Right.
Plus, we had 3 Kevins at the dealership. So people would call up and they'd be like, hey, can I talk to Kevin? And they'd be like, sales or service? Yeah, all that.
Yeah.
But the brand isn't about Jeep. It's not about the logo. It's not about any of that stuff. It's just about setting yourself apart, people looking and saying, okay, be an expert in your field, know your stuff,
right,
and just have fun with it.
Right.
And I think if you can do those things, just be authentic, know your stuff, and have fun, you're just going to attract people just by being you.
Right. And I fought social media for a long time. People remember when I used to post, Twitter sucks, I can't figure it out, or why are you doing videos? And now I'm full-blown doing this, and I see what you've done, and to take a page from your playbook, I think it works. And having fun's important. And like I see it all the time with your videos, whether it's personal or business. I think we have a lot in common by having fun. And I wonder how do you balance it? Because you're a busy guy, you're doing the sales. People don't realize how long it takes time to edit these videos sometimes, even those little clips.
Right.
So how do you balance it? Do you do all your stuff in the morning, or do you do it on the fly?
I do. I try to plan my week out.
Right.
I do a lot more stuff on the fly than I probably should. And then here's the thing too, is in having fun, it's not about like the production quality. Like you make some unbelievable stuff, the quality and everything like that. For me, it's just getting that content out there. I'd rather have it be 75% decent as long as people can see it and hear it. I'm not too worried about like all the transitions. I do everything right here on my phone.
Right.
Every single video that has been on the internet that I've done, with like 2 exceptions, were done on my phone, on an app, on the fly, and the quality of them it's good enough.
It works. I just got the new 6S or the Plus, man. I love this thing, so I have my shot. Yeah,
exactly. I got an app, perfect video. I'll get in there, edit them. I'll throw a little music on there. Maybe I'll do a watermark and all that stuff. But it's not like me sitting in a room with. I'm not smart enough to do all that stuff.
Right, and it takes time, and I'm trying to streamline it, but it does.
Yep, that was the thing, is if I can't do it on my phone, I'm not going to do it. And so like a lot of people will ask about branding and how time consuming it is. I say, look, it's going to take as little or as much time as you want it based on how big you want to be. Right. So to your point, I spend an hour every night after my daughter goes to bed and my wife's kind of doing her thing. I spend at least an hour every night and an hour in the morning, 6 days a week. And then if you put that consistent time and energy in, guess what? I got a secret for you. You can recycle stuff from 6 months ago that somebody.
Oh, yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah, that's good.
Repackage that stuff. I'm putting stuff up today from Valentine's Day that I came up with 2 years ago, and maybe some people see it and they go, "Oh yeah, I remember that." But most people don't, because we're so busy in our own lives that we're not paying attention 100% of what we're doing.
And I love yours because honestly, even if I didn't know you, I would watch your topless weather report. For people out there that haven't seen it, go find them on Facebook. I'll put a link up. But it's 15 seconds, and you talk so fast, and it's so awesome because we're so busy. I have no problem hitting that play button when I'm brushing my teeth or I'm in the car, and I get a little jolt of Kevin every morning. And I've already got a Jeep. I don't live in North Carolina, but the brand comes through, and that's what I'm hoping to translate too. So I like that. It makes sense. I like to keep things short. We could do a 2-hour interview together and probably be really interesting. Right. But if we keep this tight, I think it has a better chance of getting out there. And I think a lot of people are missing that. Speaking of cocktails and comics, I always got to touch on it. Probably you're not a big drinker.
I'm hit or miss.
Or is there something I need to know?
No.
I always ask this though, because I own a bar, but if I was to come to your house or you have company over, what's your go-to McCarthy signature cocktail? What's something that you can make?
I can make the basics. I have to tell you, it's funny. My wife, Nikki, is a very consistent drinker. She has a cocktail every day, right? And I'll go 3 weeks and not touch a drop, and then I might do a little bit too much. And so she drinks like the cheap stuff, but we always have a nice bottle of rum, a nice bottle of vodka, a nice bottle of this. So it's pretty much at our house. Our house is your house, and just make yourself comfortable, get what you want. There's beer in the fridge, there's wine, there's port, there's this, there's that, and just kind of help yourself.
Port?
So, what's that?
Did you say port?
Oh, yeah.
Port?
Yeah, you get the cheap port. Instead of drinking a little one, I put it in a big glass on a cold night, man. It gets you growing.
That's awesome. Comic books. I don't know if you've read comics, if you've ever been a fan, or even pop culture movies, the Marvel Universe. What stuff that you like to watch or possibly read?
Yeah, I like I like any of the Avengers, any of the newer Marvel stuff in bits and pieces. I got a 5-year-old, so if like Frozen and Elsa was a superhero, that would be awesome.
But that counts. See, that's
it totally
the comic
counts.
book store. That counts. Exactly. We saw Deadpool last night, and that might be the best Marvel movie I've seen in a long time.
Really?
But don't take the kid.
That's what I've heard. I heard Betty White raving about it. She said Ryan Reynolds looked awesome.
It's good.
Yeah.
But it's funny because people, when I touch on that, everybody knows cocktails. I'm talking to people that have been sober for 15 years. And they have, cocktail stories, or, people in the bar business, or someone like yourself. Everybody's got a story, and everybody can relate, because I think that ties us all together in a weird way.
Yeah.
And then people think comic books, and they think Superman, Batman. They don't realize Frozen, Walking Dead. It's so big right now that everybody, believe it or not, has an interest somewhere. So it's kind of neat.
Well, it's all about the community. Yeah. You can have a community around the bar business, and it doesn't mean that people are like crazy drinking all the time, can't function without a cocktail in their hand.
Well,
it's the community. Well, but it's a community. It's about social. Same thing with comics. You have some people that are coming in new to the comic industry, I'd imagine, that are like, 12, 13, 14. And then you got people that are reliving, that are in their 40s, 50s, 60s. The Jeeps are the same thing. You meet someone and you're experiencing it now. You meet somebody at a gas station, they're going to ask you how you like your Jeep. And next thing you know, all of a sudden you guys are like best buddies. Like,
the Jeep Wave is unbelievable.
Oh my gosh.
And for anybody who knows Kevin and the Jeeps, the best is when I'm driving my wife's Honda and a Jeep goes by, you can't help but wave. It's the funniest thing ever.
We actually did a Jeep Wave campaign a couple years ago, and I'm bringing it back, where I would actually make people swear in. So they had this little placard, and it said, "I promise to wave every single Jeep." And they put their left hand on their owner's manual, and they hold their right hand up, and we swear them in. And then they sign the card, and we would put it up and all that
stuff. But that's what works, and that's the story that tells, because, as you know, facts tell, stories sell. So building stories is so key today, and that's why I want to touch on that stuff with you, because I think a lot of people miss that, and they're going for the home run instead of trying to build a relationship or tell a story. And that's why I tell people, like, what do you, why are you doing this, and how are you reaching people? And I said, you got to tell stories, and this is a great way to do it.
I can get a burger anywhere, but the experience at your place is so much better because of all the other stuff that goes around it. I could order my comic books offline and probably spend less money.
Yes.
But coming into the store, all the stuff that's around it, that's the experience, that makes people like have that sense of belonging to something bigger than themselves. And it's the same thing with the Jeep. I could give somebody a price on a new Jeep. It's hard to shop a used one, but I gave them a price on a new one. They could go down the road and someone will beat that price by $100, $200, whatever. It's that whole experience and everything that goes along with it, and that's what people are interested in.
It's very true. Let me ask you this. I said it before. Top 3 reasons somebody should buy a Jeep, because I'm sold. I was against it forever. I'll give you 100 reasons, but I want to know the Jeep guys' top 3 reasons why you should buy a Jeep.
Okay, well, if you're going to take a serious one, it's the world's only 4-door, 4-wheel drive. Top convertible. Okay. So out of the box, it's the only thing that you can take the top off, 4 doors, take the whole family. You don't have to do like extreme rock crawling, but if you wanted to take it on the beach, or you do a lot of hiking, I know, and take it out there, there's not a lot of vehicles you can do that with and take the top off. Oh, wait, no, there's none. It's the only one, right? The other reason is it's that community. If you're a single lady and you're looking for guys, you're going to attract 1 million guys that way, and vice versa. So the people, it gives you a talking point. Dogs love them. And then if you're going to go back to a serious point on the money side, the resale on them is ridiculous.
It really is.
Yeah. So I have a lot of customers that'll buy a new one, and in 3 years they've got so much equity that I can move them into a brand new one, lower their payment, and they're like, this is awesome. Or move them way up in equipment, keep their payment the same, or put them in a new one, keep their payment the same, and shorten their term. So most vehicles, you drive off the lot, you take a beating. You drive off the lot and go and put the Kelly Blue Book in on your Jeep, and it's almost more than what you just paid for it, which is just absurd.
It's so true.
Because it's the only thing out there like that. There's nothing else like that. So many other manufacturers have tried to make something similar. You had your Toyota FJ, you had your Geo Tracker, you had your Amigo, you had all these other things.
Element.
You know what I'm talking about? And they tried so many different things, and there's just nothing like it. So
it's true. I love it. We just had the big snowstorm here, so I got out when no one else could get out.
I was watching all over Snapchat.
It was awesome.
I was so close to like, forget work. I'm going up there.
It was fun, man.
Awesome.
Winding this in or getting to the end of this real quick, though. I know you guys are doing. Give me a quick plug again on your stuff, but also the dance-off, Dancing with the Stars.
So my wife is a huge socialite. Well, not really, but she is very, very well known in the town. And there's a community group. It's called Carteret County Partnership for Children. So that's a county that we live in. Partnership for Children. It has a literacy program. They provide things to families that might be in need, diapers, clothes, cribs, that sort of thing. And they're pretty much donation-based. They don't get a lot of grants. So their big fundraiser every year is Dancing with Our Stars. They pick 6 local, quote, celebrity couples, and we were honored enough to be selected. And the way that you win, thankfully, has nothing to do with your dancing ability. It's based on donations, and I thank you for yours in advance. That was awesome. And so to win the Mirror Ball Trophy, it's all about promotion. So we've got a page for that. It's facebook.com/KevinCan'tDance.
Put it right up,
and we're putting videos up, and we're having a good time. We got a big rehearsal today because it's in 2 weeks. It's at the February 27th at the Civic Center. If you want to check it out and go online, support it. It goes to a great cause. And here's the interesting thing, when we're talking about communities, 3 out of the 6 couples are all on the board.
Right.
So when they're getting their corporate advertising, they're just like divvying them up. And based on the video, and here's why I know social works, based on the video and stuff, we're right in 3rd place. So there's board members that have raised less money than us.
Right.
And, my wife is raising my daughter, and I've got a full-time career. So to me, that says a lot to the power of social media, the ability to get out there, get known, get results, and all that stuff. It's just at scale. To me, it is the best way to promote yourself. By far.
Did you just say at scale? That was Gary Vee reminiscent. I love it.
You know what? At scale.
At scale. That's awesome, man. Well, make sure everybody checks you out. You also can download the app. Everything is there on Facebook and on all your social stuff. They can find you. They can find the app. Thanks for hanging out, man. We got to do this again because I'm doing one of these a day. So come September, I'm not recycling this one. You'll have to come and do it again.
Well, what we'll do is we'll have you on location. So we'll get you and the family down here to North Carolina on the beach, and we'll do a little grilling. We'll do some cocktails. We'll do a Jeep meetup and get you involved in the community down here. It'll be awesome.
I'm in, man. Thanks for doing this, Kev. We'll talk to you soon. You guys check out Kevin the Jeep Guy. This has been episode 45.